What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we have yet another Funko New York City Comic Con reveal video for you guys today. A huge amount of releases that came out while I was asleep last night. So without further ado, guys, we'll get straight into it. The first one that we have is a Freddy Funko / Run English. So this is one of the original Freddy Funko figures. So not a pop, not a daub. This one, I mean, it looks kind of cool. Again, I've said before, I'm not a big Freddy Funko fan, so I don't really get the appeal of them. But I understand why people get the appeal. However, this one's going to be a bit hard to come by, guys. 1,000 pieces, exclusive to Toy Tokyo. So, for those of you that have been around for a while, know that Toy Tokyo can be fairly difficult to get a hand of. So, if you're wanting that one, good luck to you. The con's probably going to be your best bet. If not, I'm sure he'll be released in very small amounts on your popular websites around the world. So if you're wanting that one, good luck to you. The next one we got was a very interesting one, which Funko have been doing a lot of recently, and I don't understand why it's just this particular one. I have a feeling it's probably because of spoilers, but we do have what looks like a 2-pack of Rick and Morty pops. However, they're silhouetted, so we don't know exactly what they are. I would presume the reason for them doing this is because these characters, I assume it's probably Rick and Morty in disguise somehow, is probably an important plot point to one of the episodes coming up in season 4. So I assume the folks over at Rick and Morty have told Funko, yes, you can create this, however, we don't want it revealed until closer to the con. So they did it last year with, I think, or no, maybe not last year, but last con with one of the Jerry Pops from memory. I mean, I understand it, but to me, like, releasing this is just, like, there's no point. You may as well just say, hey, there's going to be a Rick and Morty 2-pack. We can't tell you what it is. Like, releasing a silhouette's kind of like, oh, we'll get you guessing. But, I mean, if we don't know the characters and we have never been introduced to them, it's impossible to guess. So that one, you know, hit and miss, really. I mean, if you're a Rick and Morty fan, you're probably going to want to pick it up. But again, one of those ones that's really, you know, did we really need it? Probably not. You know, we could have just had an announcement saying there was going to be a pop there. The next one that we got was the Warriors. We got a baseball Fury from the Warriors. I've never seen the film, to be honest. I know a lot of people rave on about it, and even the video game that came along with it, saying it's a really good film. So I'm sure if you're a big fan of the Warriors, you're going to want to pick this one up. However, it is a Toy Tokyo exclusive, but it just says limited edition, so I would assume you will just get it as a basic common release. Well, for those of us in Australia and America, obviously, you guys are going to have to try and get it from Toy Tokyo. But everywhere else in the world, you should just get this as a common release. So, shouldn't be too difficult to acquire, I would say, being just a basic common release. Cool little sculpt and design for this character. I haven't actually seen the character in real life, but I mean, I don't know if there's even Warriors pops. Maybe this is the first of many to come. But I guess if you're a big fan of that franchise and that movie, you're going to want to pick this up. The next one that we got was a Borderlands Butt Stallion pop, which is really cool. Probably not going to get this one, although I do love Borderlands, and I'm really excited for the third game to be coming out. I've tried to avoid Borderlands pops for, you know, the time being. So, really cool design, but in terms of sculpt and everything, I'd love to see how exactly they're going to pull off this kind of shimmering unicorn look the Butt Stallion has. Be very interesting what kind of materials, if they kind of try to use a bit of glitter in there, or if it's a transparent sculpt, or what exactly they do with that. So I'll be curious. It might be one of those pops that looks really good when it does come out, so I'll be curious to have a look at that one when it actually does release. And we're also getting a Fortnite pop. So we got the Dark Voyager, which glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. I like glow in the dark pops. I think you know, just adds a little bit of extra oomph to them. You know, especially if they do get a lot of sunlight. Seeing them in the dark, they do look really cool, a lot of them. So we've got the Dark Voyager there from Fortnite, you know, glow in the dark exclusive pop as well. I've never really played Fortnite, guys, so I have no idea. I presume this is just one of the character skins that you can choose through Fortnite. The next one we have, which is a must-have for any Avatar fan, we've got Cabbage Men and Carp Pop. So I'm not sure if this will be priced as a 2-pack or if it'll just be a standard single pop, because it does come with the cart. I would say probably a 2-pack, so it might be a little bit pricey, to be honest, for a pop with a prop. But I mean, I guess if you're an Avatar fan, you might want to pick this one up. Interesting that they didn't just wait for Emerald City Comic Con to do this one, considering he is all fucking green. But you know, I'm not gonna tell the people over at Funko what they can and can't do. At the end of the day, they're bringing out more Avatar, which I'm sure the Last Airbender fans have been asking for a long time. I'm not personally one of those fans, but I know a lot of people that do love that series, and were really excited when the first wave of those pops came out. So anything more that we can add to that, I'm sure they're all for. This next one made me laugh a lot. As a good old Daria. So they've obviously just grabbed the license for Daria, I would say, which means that they'll, I would assume, be doing a Daria wave. Although what I don't really understand is why you do Daria as just an exclusive if you were going to do a wave of extra pops. So she might just be a one-off, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're going to get that license, there's a lot of nostalgic 90s kids out there that would love a whole set of Daria pops. So interesting that they're releasing her as an exclusive. I would think that she would be, as part of the main launch if they're going to do a main series. However, obviously they can just put her in a different pose, which is probably what they're going to do. They're probably just going to have her with their hands by her side. Your typical Daria look for the main series. So we've got Daria as well for the exclusive. And then this next release I was really excited about. I'm not going to personally pick it up, but I love this series. And when I saw the pops, I thought, wow, these are just going to look amazing for any collector. And that's a Samurai Jack 2-pack of Jack and one of the... Again, I didn't watch this series. I haven't watched the series since I was a kid, but I assume one of his evil nemesis. But just the art style of Samurai Jack I've always loved, and it translates really well into pops. I was surprised at how good these pops look. That they could really, honestly, I'd have to see them in person. Obviously, the glams never confirm 100% if a pop's going to look good or not. I've seen really good glams and the pops showed up and it's looked like shit, and vice versa. I've seen really bad glams and I've gone, oh, that doesn't look great, and then when the pop actually comes out, they've changed things to it, or they've made it look a little bit better. So it'll be interesting to see what comes about of that. But that's coming as a 2-pack exclusive to New York City Comic Con. We also have a Office pop with Dwight holding his own little bobblehead. Again, The Office is again one of those series I've never seen. A lot of people give me crap for it because I'm a massive sitcom fan. I don't know, I've tried to sit down and watch it. It's just, I don't think it's my cup of tea. I'll probably try again now that I've got a bit more time on my hands to give it another rewatch, because everyone raves about this series and how funny it is, and it's a lot of my friends, it's one of those series that they rewatch again and again and again. So if you're an Office fan, you're probably going to want to get this Dwight pop. I assume it's some kind of reference to an episode. So yeah, we've got Dwight and his little bobblehead version of himself. And the last, but certainly not least, and one I would usually have been very excited for, however, I've decided that I'm going to be getting rid of this line of pops, but still a very cool skin, and we have Wrecking Ball in his Biohazard skin. This is just a cool looking skin for the game, cool looking design of a pop. It's easy in terms of it's just a color change, really. They don't have to do a lot to the original Wrecking Ball pop. So for Funko, it's a great idea because it kind of saves them money on having to resculpt anything. A lot of his other skins involve cosmetic changes, either him or his ball himself, so that would have been a bit more difficult. So interesting to see that they've got that one coming out. It should be a good release, I would say. A lot of Overwatch fans still out there playing the game, so I can't see them going wrong with that at all. And that was it for Wave 3 of New York City Comic Con, guys. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below and what your favourite pop of this release is. We're getting quite a lot of pops from New York City Comic Con. I don't know if that's the last it can't be the last, because we still haven't gotten Disney and Star Wars, and like I said, I know we'll get something Dragon Ball. So obviously I'll be putting up another video for the 4th wave, guys. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of this wave here. I think it's a very kind of unique wave. I know there's a lot of people that will be really excited for certain characters in here. Not a huge amount of excitement, but you know, for example, if you're a Samurai Jack fan or an Avatar fan or a Daria fan, you're going to want to pick up these pops. I think the Samurai Jack 2-pack looks to be the best of this wave, but let me know down in the comments, guys, what you thought. As always, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, the subscribe button, because I will be covering off all of New York City Comic Con's Funko waves as they come through, guys. As always, no matter where you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I shall catch you guys next time.